the man slowly took out a cross. He gently placed it on his mother's chest. Then the staff closed the lid of the coffin. At that moment, John happened to look up. He noticed the air vent in the corner of the room. Then he looked at the surveillance camera directly across. A perfect plan instantly formed in his mind. John quickly left the room. He followed the ventilation duct to the outside. After finding the exterior vent outlet, he removed the vent cover. Then he opened the trunk of his car. He tightly wrapped the body. He secured it with several layers of rope. Then he tied the other end to a remote-controlled toy. John then tossed the toy into the air duct. Next, he slid the body into the ventilation shaft. Once everything was in place, John returned to the morgue with a bunch of balloons in hand. He waited for the staff to leave the room. John then released the balloons. They floated up and blocked the ceiling-mounted camera. Then he quickly locked the door from the inside. He moved a cabinet directly under the air vent. Standing on the cabinet, he forcefully opened the grate. Then he used the remote control to guide the toy. Inside the duct, after a few adjustments, the little soldier toy began crawling toward him. John jumped down from the cabinet. He untied his shoelaces and started pulling out the nails from the coffin one by one. But on the last nail, the lace snapped. Since time was running out, John had to yank it out by hand. Luckily, the last nail gave way too. John removed the coffin lid. Meanwhile, the toy had reached its destination. John grabbed the cross. He used it to hook onto the soldier toy. He pulled hard on the rope. Soon, the body in the duct was successfully retrieved. He carefully placed the body into his mother's coffin. Then he quickly closed the lid. But at that very moment, he heard footsteps in the hallway. John took off his leather shoes. With the heel, he hammered the nails back in one by one. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Once everything was back in place, John took a deep breath to stay calm. But just as he was about to relax, a phone started ringing inside the coffin. John leaned down and pressed his ear against the wood. He listened carefully. He began to panic a little. If he was caught by the staff, John could face serious legal consequences. But it was already too late to retrieve the phone. Just as the staff entered the room, the ringing miraculously stopped. The staff looked at John, still near the coffin, overwhelmed with grief. He suspected nothing. But just as John was about to leave the room, a staff member suddenly called out to him.